Everyone, we're here at Bricktober 2024 in sunny Perth, Western Australia at Curtin Stadium. As always, everyone's dodging me to get out of the camera, but it's a very quick sweep just along all the amazing creations. I got to look at a few of them last night. Oh, that's some awesome jerky cam there. But we are, of course, here for Great Ball Contraption. So we'll come down to our first module here, which looks really good.
So this is the tri-wheel splitter designed by Stork, also known as Staffen, from Sweden, using Exoforce wheels to scoop the balls up and pass to each other.
Cool. Very good.
On the back there's a splitter which diverts into two paths to allow us to run two lines in parallel. At the back we've got a fork-to-fork inspired by Akiyuki's fork-to-fork, using a conveyor belt to lift the balls up into the forks.
Cool.
After that we have a sweep stair sort of module, using the back of inverted arches to create a somewhat semicircular groove to sweep the balls through. And we have a fantastically themed mine site module.
Hey, we got Spider-Man.
All sorts of characters hiding on this one.
Got this year's Bricktober skeleton. I've seen a few of them hidden around mocks.
Bricktober exclusive mini sort of thing.
Oh. Hey, a little Batman. Oh, that's cool. Wonder how many people have spotted that one. I think there's... And then... There must be a lot of wind in here, Jude. I'm seeing a windmill that's spinning.
Yeah, magically somehow.
Magically. Oh. That's really taking the magic out of it, good sir.
This module is run by an EV3, which allows multiple motors to be run at particular rates.
Cool. I love how they got the reeds travelling down it too. Oh, that wasn't meant to be in there?
No. Disregard that. Moving on. We have, I think it's Kinbrick's design Whack-A-Ball module. You can find instructions for this guy on Planet GBC.
Whack-A-Ball? Oh, it's all of this, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
So I call this stepper a camshaft style of stepper because of the pistons kind of free floating on the cams.
Yeah, I can see that.
Versus with a crank style that is more commonly used.
Yeah. Then we're into some kind of ball pump.
This is Mick the Bricker's double pump, I think it's called. Uses a rather unique pumping mechanism, the 2x4 brick that goes in a circular motion to lift the stack and also act as the part that resists the stack from falling back down.
Ooh.
Check valve, sorry. We have Around the World, which is a excellently themed module with a series of famous landmarks, man-made landmarks from around the world. A series of basic little tippers that just pass the balls along. Do you want to get the train now?
Then we've got a long... Oh, the conveyor's just bridging the gap next to the thing. All right, let's...
So, we have... Is he going to do it? We have a Type 2 train by Akiyuki. Very, very highly modified. All of the tricks in the book to get this thing to run. This is a slightly modified loading station which goes into a train cart which has an electrical direction switch. We're going to load into the passing station wait for the second train to come along. As they come along, gear racks engage with the station, which releases the train into the elevator. Trains driving the elevator upwards into the rotary unloader with a release mechanism. From there we have a conveyor at the back which lifts the balls up and back into our single lane. We have what's called a Monty splitter, WMO1 by Matt.
And then we split it almost immediately.
Yeah, pretty much, straight away.
Whoa, all right, let's start on the front.
Yeah, at the front we've got a hubless conveyor designed by Jude. It's a simple conveyor which has no top sprocket
Oh,
So-
does this generate lots of plastic dust?
Not at all, no.
Not at all.
There's a little bit, yeah, we can talk about it.
All right, then we
Then
have
we're
our
into the
drop.
lowered section, down the drop to whatever 30 centimetres off the ground. We have
Oh, no, my knees aren't doing it today.
we have a Brick Fair workshop module from a couple of years ago. Then we have a little screw up, originally designed by Pinwheel. It's my redesign kind of Technic frame. From there we have a Hoken.
Hoken?
Yeah.
What's that doing in there?
They're rare now in the wild. Then we
dear.
have Matt Norman's Whirly Gig. We've got a Rat Stamper designed by GBC Rat, mod by Junes. And from there we come up from
come
the
back
lower
up
section.
again. All right. Whew. And then, all right, let's come back.
We have another train.
Another train.
Some would say we had a theme this year.
A theme? That theme wouldn't be trains, would it?
Perhaps we'll get to that. This is based on Akyuki's Type 2 train system with some modified train carts which allow a passive unloading station.
And this is like, the train's cool, but there's also this massive bridge underneath it.
Yes, that's a key feature we have. Allows dual lanes, but one on top of and one below the other, which is very unique.
Oh, so not dual side by side, it's dual.
Above
So
and below.
we've got the high ground and the low ground.
Yep.
I have the high ground, Anakin.
Yeah. We'll just ignore that. Combining back using what is this? 2014 Donahue conveyor from Brickworld.
Oh, the WM.
No. The original conveyor belt.
Yeah.
This other conveyor belt we're going to get real quick with some nice Minecraft theming. Looks pretty good. Combining into Pinwheel's reservoir stepper. So this is based on the 2018 Brick Fair stepper, but with a larger in-basket to be a buffer of ball flow.
Ah, cool. All right, now we're into some.
Shared power, so we've got Mako Arts, I think 2017 stepper.
Yep.
One motor runs this one and the next three, two of which are some Bricks by the Bay workshop modules. And the fourth is based on Akyuki's picker. So based on the catch and release. This next module, I'm going to let the builder talk about.
Oh. It's just a conveyor and this ramp, yeah?
Yep.
All right. Oh, you could have just stood next to each other. All right. All right. No, this is an amazing robot arm.
Thank you.
What have you here? What's your name, young sir?
Jonathan Brown.
Oh, let me get you in camera. Hey. Now, I believe this only took you a couple of weeks, yeah?
Yeah, the final prototype took a couple of weeks. There was about, 6 to 8 months of previous prototypes that you don't see here.
Ah, all right. Well, then, some would say that's what we like to see in Great Ball Contraption, is not the first 20 prototypes, but the one that actually works.
Yes.
All right.
It's been working reliably all show.
And this obviously there's some programming in this.
Yep.
And we've got, all right, you're running it all off this tablet.
Yep.
It's just the powered up app you've
Yeah.
used to program it in block language.
Yes.
But how many hubs have we got? Because I see a boost and a powered up Technic brick in the back. Is there more going on?
Yes, there's another one down here as well.
Oh, here we go.
So there's 3 in total.
3 in total. All right, so what are the different hubs doing? So what's the one down the bottom?
This one down here is controlling the rotation, and these 2 motors up here, which
and
turn
the sort of the rear arm
Yeah.
up, down, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of degrees in freedom in this.
Yes.
More than I expect.
5.
5.
Yep.
Because we got the main arm.
Yep.
We've got a joint here.
Yes.
We've got another joint out here.
Yep.
But then this is also doing a kick this way.
Yep.
Is that a composite movement, or do you have different motors controlling the rotation versus the kick?
There's 2 motors, but turning this one also moves that one up and down, but
Yeah.
there are 2 motors for fine control.
Oh, so there's a bit of math involved in actually getting this in the right place, or is it just brute forced with experimentation?
It's experimentation.
All right. Very good, very good. And, you know, I guess the inevitable question is, does it meet standard, or is the ramp there to sort of make it meet standard?
It wasn't standard when I brought it here. It's more standard now.
Oh, that's what we like to hear. Continual improvement.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, here we go. We got the boost hub. We haven't took it. So what's the boost hub doing?
The boost hub is loading the robot arm and counting 10 balls into it each time, and it's also controlling this agitator motor down here.
Flexing.
Yes.
Using a robotic motor for the whole purposes of stopping jams.
Yes.
Very good, very good. 8 months. Well, this is amazing. I'm very glad this made it to the table.
Thank you.
And I was looking forward to seeing what else you come up with next year. Even if it's just bringing this back, to be honest, because there's only one other robotic arm, yeah, which isn't here this year.
Yeah.
So it's good we have someone who's experimenting with this kind of challenging stuff. Cool, very good. Is there anything else you want to add to all of this? What's the significance of these characters down here?
Oh, those were the ones we just got from the Lucky Dip.
Oh, all right.
Dragon, Jonathan.
Oh,
Is it
yes.
a dragon? Oh,
yes.
my goodness, there's a dragon. All
Yes,
right.
the dragon's controlling it.
The dragon.
Never mind about the tablets, just the dragon.
It's the dragon.
Yeah.
All right, I can see that. Oh, and do these actually have batteries in them for weight?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
counterbalance.
It is a counterbalance. Very good. Some people would like to use these boxes, not just fill them with lead and zinc. No, this is an amazing module. I didn't get nearly enough time this weekend to come and talk about it, but I'm glad we've got it enshrined in video glory.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm making a CAD model of it as well, so you know.
CAD model.
Yep. It might become a plan, maybe not.
Oh my goodness. There's a curse about committing to things. I believe there's something about finishing off a stepper. Someone once said they were going to build the other 9 holes of a golf course, and that'll never happen. So, if we see CAD models, that'll be amazing. But it's a lot of design work to get that into a model. Very good, very good. All right.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. All right. And now we into,
Fantastic, right?
I was like, who's this stuff? And I'm like, oh dear. Do I need to talk through it?
Yeah,
All
you
right.
talk about it.
So this is GET, short for Gets Thing Done No, short for GBC EV3 truck, because I didn't overthink that at all. And this is actually been in a box for a long time because it got really unreliable, and I was going through a phase of I don't want unreliable things on the table. But it is a very fancy train, and it fit this year's
Unofficial
theme, not theme. So yeah, basically it's got a conveyor leading up into it that works very slow, and then the truck comes up, we'll drive in, we'll hang around to about 30, counts up to about 30 seconds, and then we'll head off down the track and dump it out at the end. And I think, in years gone past, we used to have this overcomplicated control mechanism. Now it just runs straight off the EV3 brick.
With
and
extended battery life.
Extended battery life, yep. That originally was put onto it because EV3 dev was so slow to boot. It took like 2-3 minutes. It was there so the brick would never have to turn off. But I rewrote it in block language, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. Anyway, as long as it doesn't need to turn a corner, this is a pretty good little module now. So who knows, it may not stay in the box anymore.
Hopefully not. Hopefully
It'll
we see it
come
more
out.
often.
All right.
A couple brick-fair-ish steppers.
Brick-fair steppers, stepper number 1.
And then we have a Alano style wheel.
Yes, which, needs a bit of love.
It's been neglected.
over a series of shows, I've sort of, you know, taken bricks when I need them, and then promptly forgot before this show that I've taken a few too many bricks on some of these watches.
No gearbox when we were
Yeah,
anyway.
no gearbox, missing the entire output chute, you know, that kind of thing. All right, now we're into something a little more exciting.
We've got some
Theming, and we have the nether portals. Yeah, look at that. Not only that, it's
a bridge.
It's, you know, the latest craze. Bridges were all the rage. Now we're making under bridges.
So you can like.
What are they? Oh, they're a tunnel or a portal. I don't know.
There's nothing.
So this is a taking my Stargate portal to the next level, where I've, you know, people said, do you run it under the table? And I still don't run it under the table, but I do run it on the ground now. So now we can step over it. I think in previous shows I've hidden the ball path up. This show I thought, you know, I might as well show them. People are always trying to see it, but people are just as mystified because they see the balls disappear into the bottom of this table and go, oh no.
I don't know how to get back.
I know how I get back up. Yeah. So actually, I must give a shout out to my son. He did all the Minecraft theming. I was like, I'm building the portals, can you theme them?
It looks excellent.
Yeah, and very recognizable, which is always always makes me happy. Hey, a little banana blaze as well. Blaze! All right.
More rainbow lifts.
More rainbow lifts, yeah!
I did realise you kind of put the non-green colours on this side of the...
Oh yeah, so there was a bit of... Initially, the cooler colours were on the green part of the portal in the overworld, and then in the nether we had the fiery colours. But I've had a few motor swaps, and not all motors are equal anymore, so I had to swap around again because the speeds were just all messed up. Cool, we're into another step
Quick
up.
little
Another step up.
Donahue.
Little Donahue.
2022, right?
Well,
Wheel.
yeah, something like that. And then, into another train. Oh, there's too many trains on the table, man.
I don't know who's responsible for that.
Yeah. So someone thought it was a good idea to build a Duplo train. There's some regrets, but mostly it's pretty good. You know, there's been, I think some parents regret it heavily because their children have literally spent 7 out of 8 hours screaming Thomas and standing watching this. But for the most part, it's trying to be passive. So there's a little stepper right at the start that lifts them up, and then the load and unload is passive. So it'll open up the gate from the top of the cart to fill it. And then the train will come around. Oh, there it is. There's a bit of it, and the train will come around. Right up to the top, and then it gets kicked open by another little bit of Duplo. And then the balls exit, and then we're into another stepper. Man, what did I just bring this? It's like I only brought steppers. No, I brought 2 massive trains.
And a couple wheels. Anyway, another wheel, then we got another Donahue, and then we have a crane.
And then we have a crane.
Just a crane.
Just a crane.
The crane.
All this stuff's so big, it's so hard to film. Yep, my crane has been doing the rounds. This show, we've actually got 4 bridges, and we're about to,
Slightly excessive.
we've only got 1 standard bridge. Then we got 1 bridge where we have 1 bridge over the far corner where we got rid of we're 1 standard bridge with 2 legs. Then we have a bridge here where we got rid of 1 leg. Then we have a bridge over there where we reverse the legs. And we'll leave the 4th bridge for later.
Yeah, well, that's for later.
So, all right, that's for later. All right, so the crane does the usual thing, up and over the top and down. Because this is its umpteenth show, it's been really unhappy. and things have been jamming in the passive net that does absolutely nothing but catch balls. It's been jamming up, so that's been a little bit of fun. But I think it's been behaving itself mostly today. All right, then we're into a stepper.
Reservoir stepper feeding into my section.
Hey, all right, time for someone else to talk.
Yep, so this is the Akyuki's Type 1 train. It is a battery-powered train with a mechanical direction switch, using spring-loaded stations to use a timing mechanism to allow the train to engage with the station, run the station for a little bit, do the mechanism, and then release from the station.
Ah, cool.
Next module is CK Ang from Singapore, his flying deltoid module. This, I think I might say this is top 3 favorite modules ever. I built this a very long time ago, and I've never ever had an issue with it. It's always just been flawless.
Oh.
The next module is my cup conveyor type 2, or the visible lift, right?
Okay, so it's a, you've got the invisible lift, or is this just the visible lift?
Yes. So I was really, I thought about this idea for quite a while, sitting at home for about 3 months until I was satisfied with how it worked in my head. Sat down for 8 hours, built a prototype, sat down on CAD, built the mechanism in CAD and designed the input, the output, everything, and then built a prototype, and this is a third
lots
show
of
now.
new Technic bricks in here. You got these new
3x19s.
they were in some, what do they come in a track racer or something?
Yeah, a couple of years ago now, but it was very convenient modules.
Oh, very good.
The next module is the black hole, based on Tom Atkinson's module with some inverted tank treads. I use it as a buffer. You can
the hole doesn't do anything, yeah?
I've used it in the past to deal with overflow, but
okay.
it's just kind of decorative.
Yeah. Cool.
Very good one. Then we have Kevin Mitchum's low stepper. So the attempt was to get a stepper as low as possible, as in the first step.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
really
the first
low.
step is way down. What's that, like 4 bricks or something?
I'm not too sure. It's pretty low. From there we have Akyuki's Planets.
Hey,
I really wanted to build this for a really long time, and I finally did it. And I'm very happy that I did, because
now you can put the sun in it.
yeah, I should change this to yellow, and then it could be the sun.
Oh,
Someone
no, I
said
meant
it's-
like because of the Lego. They got a Lego set and they do a sun which has this mold, I think.
Oh, the Ori or whatever.
Yeah, or
I don't know what it's called. That one. We know the one.
I could pronounce it like a week ago.
Anyway, this is meant to be Star Wars. Are they? I don't know if it's meant to be Star Wars, but it's like
They are the Star Wars
Camino,
one.
Tatooine, and Endor, right?
Ah,
Tatooine? Whatever.
all right.
Irrelevant.
Cool. And then we've got a shooter.
This is the 4th bridge, right?
What? What do you mean? How can a shooter be a bridge?
I don't know. We kind of just
Oh, did it? There's a gap in the table here. Wait a second. I'm just going to take a step back.
I'm just going to fix this quickly.
Sorry.
Put that out of there.
See if I can get this in shot.
Yeah.
There we go. So, as we said before, we got 4 bridges. We got a standard bridge. One bridge we got rid of one leg. One bridge we put the legs underground. And then for the 4th bridge, we just got rid of everything. So this is a shooter module, or a shooter bridge. I hope these don't catch on, despite the fact it's been super reliable and perfectly safe to walk under.
Surely at least 95 or more % are in here.
Ironically, it's been more accurate with the crane, and the crane only drops balls.
Yeah, the crane is
It doesn't
more
fire
than
them up as well. But yeah, drops them in this nice big base plate. Yeah, it's been super reliable. No doubt someone else will build one just to scare punters. But yes, very cool.
May be available. I don't know. That depends. That depends on the
oh, that's right. The
legal
person
implementations.
Hey?
The legal implementations of being shot.
Maybe just share them enough so that they get out into the wild, and then
Someone else's problem.
someone else's problem. All right, and then we're at the invisible lift.
Yeah. So, Akyuki's invisible lift. I've had this a couple of years now. It's done a lot of hours. It's getting a lot of flogged out. Yeah, pretty good. This is modified with a different drive train in it, because the old one used to melt motors.
Oh, there's a lot going on in that drivetrain. A lot going on in the whole thing. It's like, what do you got, like 30 springs in it?
Probably not that many, but yeah, quite a few.
All right. And then, oh, this seems new. What is this?
Rick Field from Brisbane. He's lost on Lombard, but I recoloured it.
Ah, cool.
Because I didn't want to do decorations because I don't do theming because it's against the law. So, no, it's not, but...
Theming's against, maybe theme's against the law in your section.
Yeah. I can do
and
colour.
then I hope I don't see a little 3 8-tooths being used to drive a 40-tooth there.
Yeah, I'm not responsible for that.
Okay.
I am, but whatever.
All right, and then,
Oh yeah, this is a new module.
What is going on here?
This is Ellipse, originally designed by Rin from Japan. Junes and I got in contact with him. We got some pictures of it. I made a CAD model and then re-engineered the whole module with the idea to make it simpler, more symmetric, more structural, and I added the gates on the end of the ramps to keep the balls on and alleviate the
gates.
required.
Oh, these are these little lift arms here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So originally
it's
there
a
was
little we need the rainbow spew to see what's going on with it. Like it's been themed already, so we can't see all the cool stuff happening with the gates.
So originally there was
there we go.
a series of ramps which I thought were too bulky. So I was quite happy with how this one's turned out. Zero issues the entire show, and instructions are up for that guy.
Well, we tried rolls this show, yeah. Like all my stuff broke for like half a day yesterday, and I've been tuning it all show. And this show, none of your stuff broke. You just.
It's because I was like, let's do a quiet show, and
let's do a quiet show.
70 modules. Anyway.
All right.
Moving on. Cup conveyor type 1 here. This is the first module I ever designed.
Cool. I believe you can buy this online.
You can get instructions for free.
Isn't it being a vendor who shall not be named?
Yeah, but they're producing all my stuff anyway because they don't have the capability.
Don't blame the designer when it doesn't work, folks.
Yeah, don't buy from AliExpress. Anyway,
right.
Moving on. Egg process machine version 3, right?
3? There were 2 more versions provided.
This is the frame version, originally by Kuramata from Japan. This was my re-engineering, trying to make it simpler, more symmetric, usual things. So I was pretty happy with how it's turned out.
Oh yeah, and then we got, I feel like this is Akiyuki something.
Yeah, so that's a splat gear loader from
he just did the one, into a series of little carts?
Yeah, it's the cars with adaptive cruise control that were, 2019 or 2020 era. I adapted them to be 3 in a row. They act as a buffer which absorbs a lot of balls. From there we have Catarata Stepper, which is my framed redesign of a 2006 era module. Spain, I think. Really old stuff.
Oh, good.
From there is a ball thingy. This is version 3 now. Version 1 come from France. Version 2 was by John Sherman. And then this is version 3 using Technic frame. It's a very, very sturdy. Zero issues here will show. The next module we have a brick first stepper.
Just in case you're wondering why we all went, dear.
The thing is, that's the second time in this video he's dropped the damn box.
We were talking earlier about the unwritten rule of GBC that if it's not leaking somewhere, it's broken.
That works. Anyway.
All right, and then we have it's a Norman chain lift.
Modified into a splitter.
All right, and do back first again.
We have a hubless conveyor extended for extra height with added tensioning wheels and a redesigned gearing. The next module is a reveal ball pump version 2. Originally,
I see. It's got a little. Hey, look at that.
So it's a ball pump, but it stops the public asking and saying, "Oh, the module's broken" when the balls aren't leaving.
Yeah. Actually, I haven't run ball pumps for a while, so people can't say it's broken.
After that, we have batch 30, which is a module designed to test the GBC standard.
30 balls. All right. How long are we going to wait for this?
We're going
to overload it?
I'm just going to do it all sneaky right now. We won't talk about it.
All right.
So we have a chain lift with spring tensioners in it, because you've got to have a nice tensioner chain, which passes balls around the back into a a tipper which collects 3 balls into a secondary tipper that collects 30.
We're almost there. Is this it? Hey!
And then we have a spiral lift. This is based on an Akuki design, highly modified.
This is the most reliable
I
spiral
was
lift
about to
I've
say
ever
the exact
seen.
same thing.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think I've ever had one that didn't explode on me.
Yep.
But this one just goes and goes. Mind you, this builder prides himself on reliability, so
We don't expect anything else.
we wouldn't expect anything less. All right.
How about we grab this guy while here?
All right. All right. And then we have, hey, something that's actually cleaning the balls for us, which is a good thing.
So this is
so much going on.
inspired by Akuki's ball cleaner from way back in the day. This is a redesign that is fully mechanical using a series of pneumatic switches and
here we go.
pneumatics which control servo motors. So there's a compressor which provides the air supply.
Oh yeah, here we go. We can see the little gauge ticking away up here. This is actually an official gauge, for those wondering. That is the Lego pneumatic gauge that you can get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and buried down the back here that you probably can't see is the little pneumatic tank you can get from Lego. No, they're very cheap, but they do exist.
So the main process is we have a steppers which lead the balls up into a pair of grabbers which pick the balls up, move them onto a set of barrels. Barrels rotate around underneath this cleaning cloth. As the cloth comes down, it puts pressure on the balls. A motor comes up from the bottom and engages the drivetrain which spins the barrels. The cloth contacting the balls at the top and the balls spinning leads to
It takes some of the grime off.
Yeah.
So the chances are they're leaving the show cleaner than they started, given we haven't had the ball cleaner for a couple of years now. All right, very good. And then we're into some steppers.
We've got a brick bear and then we have a Mako Arts stepper.
Cool. And then into our first or fourth bridge, depending on how you...
Oh, that's true.
Because we started up there, even though it's the first bridge.
This is the, we call this a standard style bridge, although it's not. It's far from standard.
It's far from standard. Well, there's not really such a thing as a standard bridge. You could almost say the crane's become a standard bridge because people keep building it in other countries.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's more standard than a standard bridge because there's so many copies around the world now.
So yeah, simple conveyor ramp and a nice drop which makes some good noise.
Very good. And then
We had one more brick bear stepper.
hey, one more stepper to finish it off. And do we know any stats?
Nope. 20 minutes run time. Oh,
20, oh yeah, the official stats is what, thousands of balls?
oh yeah, 20,000
30 minutes
balls.
to walk around it. 150 modules on the table.
70.
What? Oh, 70, sorry. So 70 modules, which given that we had so many trains for this year's theme, is a
pretty good.
solid effort.
Yeah.
Yep, very happy. Overall, it's been a very good show. And yeah, any final words? Good sir? Not
Thank you for
really?
coming
All
on,
right, on that
watching the
note,
video.
thank you for coming. Hope you enjoy the video. And we'll see you in the next one.